Hey folks, Chef Reg's back again. This week we've got sous-chef Zoe here. She's a little shy, but she's going to give me a hand today. We're going to be working with some pork at request of also sous-chef Zoe. We're going to be doing some pork medallions today, and then we're going to be using the rest of this for another video that we're going to be doing. And I'm going to show you how to make ham out of a pork tenderloin. Pretty cool, it takes a long time, it's a really good process, but we're going to go ahead and give that a shot anyway. Alright, if you are ready, are you ready? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Alright, let's get it on. Alright, and here's our pork. We're going to start by just taking off a little end here, just so we can square everything up to make sure it's as neat as it can be. So we're just going to go ahead and get rid of this guy. So we're going to be doing medallions. What I like to do is I like mine pretty thick, probably about an inch and a quarter, inch and a half, somewhere around there. So I'm going to go right about that spot. And then they'll come out like this. And then we're just going to kind of round it off. If I had twine or something, I would probably circle it, but it's really not a big deal. And we're going to do just a few of these. And there we are. There's our pork medallions. Alright folks, it's time for the pork. So once again, we're going to add our butter. Make sure our pan gets nice and hot. As that continues, we're going to let it melt just a bit here. We're going to add in our garlic, our fresh thyme, and some salt and pepper. Once again, letting that kind of do its thing, get it all around. And you want to get your pan nice and hot because we're just going to be searing these pork off real quick and then toss them right into the oven. While you're doing this, make sure your oven's preheated to about 350 degrees. And that's pretty good right there. Now I'm going to add our pork. So I've already gave the pork just a little bit of salt just to season it up a little bit. You don't want to use too much because there's already some salt and pepper in the pan as well. There we are. Don't be afraid to let that thyme go everywhere. And I'm searing that on about 3/4 heat. There we go, and then go ahead and just flip that over. Once that's flipped like so, we can get it straight into the oven. Turn our heat off, right in, and we're good. Make sure when putting anything into the oven, make sure it's a cast iron pan or some sort of pan that's completely all metal. You don't want any plastics or rubbers, of course, going in there. You don't want melted mess all over the place. And we'll let that sit for about 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, our pork is set. We're going to go ahead and grab that now. She's heavy. Alright. Got some really nice smells coming from there. We're going to do at this point is we're going to just flip these guys over. There we go. Really, really nice with all that buttery goodness in there. Now, what I like to do is just let's
some butter going right over top of these guys really nicely. There we are. This butter is great for serving with too. Once you plate it, it's really nice to just use those drippings to pour right over top. Get those flavors really in there. There we go, that's nice. And we're gonna finish up our asparagus now, and we're gonna be in a pretty good way. And we're just gonna cut our pork just on a nice little angle. As you can see, it's super juicy inside. Because the trick is you really just don't want to overcook it. And that's, I think, what a lot of people do is they accidentally overcook their pork because they're afraid of, you know, back in the 80s and 70s, everybody was really afraid of worms, but it's not really a thing right now. You can actually cook pork to medium if you wanted to. And you can see here how juicy and tender that is. And don't forget our chutney from earlier. You know what? Let's hit it with just a little bit of our butter first. Butter from the pan. And here we are. And our chutney from earlier. And you have a great pork dinner. There you are. As you can see, wonderful meal. Give that one a shot. It's very inexpensive and it's super delicious. All right there. Enjoy that and get it in ya.